So the purpose of this video is to take a look at our first model that we're going to work with in this section, and it's linear models. And linear models, the word linear is all about line. It's based upon the concept of having an increase or decrease at a constant rate, and that constant rate is called slope. That's going to be huge in what we're going to be doing with these linear models. Now, steepness is probably a better way, certainly another way of describing slope, and probably a way we use more in our everyday English language. But steepness talks about the slope of a line. Let's take a look at the four major slopes that we have of lines. Here's the first one right here on an XY axis. We have the steepness of this line, M, used as an abbreviation for slope, and let's say this slope is 2. Get back to that 2 in a second. Let's say I have a red line right there, and this slope might be 7. Now the difference between 2 and 7, you can see, is in the steepness of the line. So we have a slope of 2 and a slope of 7. Both of these are positive in that these slopes, they increase, they go up, left to right on an XY axis. Now, the second type of slope that we could have, here you can think of what we're going to do here. We're going to draw another line, and let's say this slope is negative 1/2. It's not very steep and going down from left to right. It's decreasing. And here we have a much steeper line. Say this slope is negative 5. It's going down from left to right. So these are negative in that they decrease. They go down left to right. Those are the main two we're going to be talking about. To be complete, let's take a look at a third slope. And I'm sure you've seen this before. That slope is 0 in that it has no steepness. And this last slope is straight up and down, is undefined. So there are the four types of slopes we have. Like I said, we're going to focus mostly on the top two, positive and negative slopes, with the examples that we're going to work on the next video. Let's take a look at a couple of formulas we're going to work with to find the slope between 2 points, M, which means slope. We have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's to find the slope between any 2 points, and we'll do an example of using this formula in the next video. And the slope-intercept form of a line, this is your y is equal to mx plus b. The way I like to write it a lot is y is equal to b plus mx. Doesn't matter, the commutative property of addition takes care of that for us. In writing that out, where again, slope is my m, the steepness of the line, and b represents your y-intercept. That is where the line crosses the y-axis. So those equations we're going to use this next video, where we actually start taking a look at some examples of linear models.